And before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all of the people that support my work. I cannot thank you enough. Um, we're going to get more watchers. We're going to get more subs. We're going to get more traction. This is a learning process for me, and as we go along, these videos get better. They'll get funnier, and I just want to thank everybody that that has supported me in this. Um, as you know, I've set up a website to raise a little bit of money so I can get better equipment and maybe some staff and try to try to get this into a full-time show. I'm spotty right now because I've got a lot going on. I've got a lot of work to do to get my other businesses up and going. So I just want to thank everybody that is watching this right now. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go to shamarisdyer.com, buy something because it really will help me out in the long run. And thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. All right, everybody, let's get into this because what's happening with the Democratic Party is a little more than a complete meltdown. Um, MSNBC, Joy Reid, says, I'm thinking of Fidel Castro. That was not an American president giving an acceptance speech. That was a monarch. And it was very much like Castro used to do. This guy, if you actually watched, these are pre-done talking points. These have to be pre-made talking points. Because if you listen to the speech that he gave, it was nothing but upbeat. It was nothing but America's going to do better. We're going to get out of the coronavirus. We're going to get out of these riots, and everything's going to go back to normal. And Joy Reid says it was akin to Fidel Castro. I I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say to that. Because the DNC was nothing more than about screw white people, we're going to take your stuff, you're not going to have any guns, and it was an absolute this is the disconnect that the Democrats have with the American people right now on C-SPAN. On C-SPAN after the RNC speech. You had so many people calling into C-SPAN saying, nope, sorry, I'm voting for Donald Trump. I'm voting for Donald Trump. The Democrats don't have anything for me. Okay. And now we're seeing that the poll numbers are coming out. You know, Donald Trump is actually ahead of Joe Biden right now. And do you know why Donald Trump is ahead of Joe Biden right now? Because of the riots. Because of the riots. They're tone deaf. They're tone deaf, and I will prove it to you. After the Kenosha shooting, so many people were standing in the streets trying to figure out how the hell they were going to rebuild their businesses after the first two nights. The third night, 3 people got shot because somebody had to defend themselves. And here is Joe Biden, okay, saying we can't let George Floyd and Jacob Blake become another pair of hashtags. This is a moment of action. You realize that right before the shooting in Kenosha, Kamala Harris actually did an interview where she says this.
Stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not. And we should not.
They're not going to let up, and they should not. How tone deaf can you possibly be? You have small business owners, mainly minority business owners, Black, Hispanic, Asian people in the inner city trying to rebuild their life because Black Lives Matter has come and destroyed it. And Kamala Harris is saying they should not let up. Okay, all right, The video I did last night was showing you exactly what happened in Kenosha. They're getting more violent. They're getting out of control. And the poll numbers are showing that people don't like this. They don't like it. I don't like it. I'm doing funny videos about how hard it is to do your commute from Portland, Oregon to home. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Then you have this. This woman, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I got to give props to this girl because she 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 held her own, man. She held her own. Yep. Yep. They had to call the Antifa medics because this woman just beat them up. They're attacking people. Last night when people were leaving the RNC, they were attacking people. They were demanding people have solidarity for their movement. And if they weren't going to have solidarity, they called them all kinds of horrible names. People are tired of this. They're tired of it. You can't even get from point A to point B without somebody beating on your car and threatening your life. And the polls are showing it, and they're so tone deaf. They're so tone deaf. I just had to show you. I just had to show you that real quick. The Democrats have a problem. The Democrats have a problem. The entire DNC lineup was people talking about how Donald Trump was harassing these poor, innocent, peaceful protesters, the poor, innocent, peaceful protesters who will beat you up, shoot at you, knock you down, kick you in the head, and burn your business out. And burn your business out. And their excuse is it's okay. It's okay. They have insurance. Well, somebody pointed out something to me. Like if you don't have a lot of money, you put liability insurance on your car. A lot of the insurance that people have on their business is just liability insurance. It's just insurance that if somebody falls down in your restaurant and they want to sue you, that's taken care of. But when you burn somebody's business out, they're not going to replace the stock. They're not going to replace the business. They're not going to replace the building. In Kenosha, a furniture store was completely burnt to the ground. It had been there since the 1800s. Nobody's going to rebuild that. Nobody's going to rebuild that. Their business is now gone. Their business is now gone. You have people moving out of Portland. You have people moving out of Chicago. You have people moving out of New York, San Francisco. The stock, the number of homes that are for sale right now are at a record high. People are fleeing these large cities. They're sick of it. They are absolutely sick of it. But I am an eternal optimist. I am an eternal optimist. I believe that we're going to get through this. America's going to come back better and stronger. We're going to rework our system a little bit. I hate the idea of everything being digital because if the power goes out, then, everything's done. Uh, but I think we will come back bigger, better, and stronger. But we have to bring these thugs to justice. We have 75 people, Antifa and Black Lives Matter. We have 75 people on a list for the federal marshals to be prosecuted by federal judges and put in prison. They're looking at 20 years each. 20 years each. The list of people that they're looking for because they've burnt businesses down, they've assaulted people, they are uh, trying to hurt and maim people in the street for what purpose? To advance an ideology that is catastrophic to any freedom-minded person. Any freedom-minded person, it is catastrophic to any freedom-minded person. It's you're at that point, you're a serf. You're a serf. You're a subject of the government. Freedom-minded people, even some center-left individuals, are now fleeing to the Republican Party, and the Republican Party is saying, bring it on. Bring it on. Come in. We'll teach you. We'll teach you why freedom is so important. The left is trying to cancel anybody who does not agree. You cannot keep your movement going if everybody turns against you. And that's exactly what's happened. That's exactly what's happened. And Joe Biden puts out this message. That was today, 10:35 a.m., August 28th, 2020. They are optics, man. Optics. Cities are on fire. People are getting beat in the street. People are dying. We have 32 people dead and over 700 officers either killed in the line of duty or injured in the line of duty, trying to keep these people at bay. And yet the Democrats, they keep going. They say, keep it up, keep it up, keep going. Beat people into submission so they will believe what we believe. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. When all of those shootings happened in Kenosha, the business owners were standing on the roofs of their buildings protecting their businesses. And some dummy tried to light one of those businesses on fire with people standing on the roof. We cannot have this in our country. We cannot. We cannot. The duty of a politician, an elected official, somebody that takes an oath, their first priority is keeping the peace. That's their job. That's why we have police. Their first priority is public tranquility. It says it right there in the preamble, the Constitution of the United States, and it's in every state constitution. You take an oath to keep the public tranquility. Start doing your jobs, politicians. And if you're thinking about voting for a Democrat, be careful of what you ask for, because you might just get it. That's it. That's my rant. I will probably see you on Monday. I've got some work to do, and I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, go to my website, shmirsteyer.com, and there's probably another video in a box right over up somewhere right here. So just click on that video and support my work. Thank you all for everything again.